What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this. So DNA and Charlie Cliff did a 2-on-2 pertaining to voting, and they wanted people to go out and vote Democrat for Joe Biden and Harris, and they want, they wanted to let us know all the things that Joe Biden is going to do when he get in office. Okay, let's talk these politics, because here's the thing. I didn't like the 2-on-2 thing that they did. Neither do I agree with their politics. And it sounds like a bunch of hearsay rather than what you do know, rather than what we do know. Now, I am a Trump supporter. I don't agree with everything he say out of his mouth, but I definitely agree with his politics. And we're going to break that down, and we're going to talk about it. So don't forget, Trump was never in politics. Joe Biden been in politics for over 47 years. So I don't want to hear what he's going to do when he get in office, when he already been in politics for 47 years. So all these good things he talking about he's going to do, he could have been did when he was in politics these 47 years. Also, for those who are aware and really investigate things and know, the Democratic Party is a disaster when it comes to the black community. There's a reason why the Democratic Party logo is a jackass. There's a reason for that. Because only a jackass would agree to their policies. It is a liberal, homosexual, murderous, racist party that was designed and created to destroy the black community. It's just crazy how the black community, for the most part, is deceived into believing that it's actually put in place to help them. Because that's what it allows the black community to do. To stand still, to not try, to not be successful, to depend on them, only for them to snatch whatever they intend on giving you right from up under you, so that you can be controlled. The Republican Party is entirely different. The Republican Party inspires you to do something about your situation, to work for a living, to invest, to become more successful in your life and in your family. The moral standpoint it stands up for, when having the morality to go against homosexuality, abortion, and murder. And actually raising the economy, uplifting the economy, and teaching you how to own things and to be productive in society and in the community. When you look at what's going on, when I'm listening to them rapping and what they saying, I'm like, okay, I don't like this at all. Because these brothers ain't even aware of what's going on. And I'm just meaning that on some real stuff. Then I'm seeing how many likes on it. How all these people just flocking and stuff and just agreeing to things, but don't even know what they talking about. They saying stuff like, Trump is a racist. Trump is a racist. He hate black people. I don't agree with that at all. I respect Trump for the simple fact that we know what we getting out of him. I respect the person that's willing to tell me what they are than the person who pretending to tell me that they something that they not. I respect Trump better telling me he don't like me, but still willing to help me, to somebody who's saying that they do like me, who not helping me. And I be seeing the tricks that they playing, how deceiving these campaigns, these Democratic campaigns is when pertaining to Trump. And it be disgusting me, pissing me off, how they using the black as a means to blame Trump. Oh, black people are double more likely to die of corona since the Trump administration. You sound crazy. Then you want to blame this man for corona when that man didn't do that. What are you supposed to say? We saying all the warnings, all the alert that they've been telling people. Self-quarantine, social distance. That's how you beat this thing. And what do we see people doing? Not taking it serious, saying it's not true, saying it's some big government conspiracy, not taking it serious at all, while the numbers continue to rise and rise and rise. They put people on lockdown to stay quarantined. What they did, they went out and started protesting against them, marching by the thousands during the pandemic. No, we won't quarantine. We won't quarantine. We won't quarantine. They throwing coronavirus parties, but then say corona numbers are soaring since Donald Trump is in office. Come on, man, that is so deceiving. That's so wicked and evil. How can this man control the people? And then when he tried to get control, then they blamed him for that. Oh, they bringing in the National Guards. Oh, they bringing in people to kill us. Oh, they hate. Can't win for losing. All these lies. I saw another deceiving number. Oh, now look at Trump numbers. Unemployment is down this much for this. But it's a pandemic. The number's supposed to be down when the whole country is going through a pandemic, when social distances is really needed to do away with this disease and people not doing it. So of course the economy gonna take a hit as a result of that. So they being deceiving with the numbers. But what was the numbers like before Corona hit? Well, before the coronavirus hit, unemployment was down, one of the highest it ever been. And employment was up 9%. We have more black owners than we ever had. We have more black people employed than we ever had. But they trying to use the pandemic numbers to cover up that truth. And that's one thing they could never say against Donald Trump if y'all pay attention to them campaign ads. His politics was real good. When he decided to put up the wall, wanted to put up the wall to protect the borders, people had a problem with that also. We are a country, if you cannot protect the borders and you got illegal citizens coming in. So when they coming in illegally, what are they doing? They can't work legally. So if they coming in illegally, then they working illegally. So the crime rate is on the high. Then drugs is on a higher scale. And then it was proven that these illegals that were coming in were being paid by terrorists to infiltrate the United States. But yet you got these dumb Americans talking about don't protect the border, don't put up a wall to ensure our safety when we are at war with terrorism all throughout the whole world. That's how stupid and foolish the American people are. Then it's even more sad to see how people claiming to know God, claiming to be Christians at that, who going against the Trump administration that's been passing all these laws for Christians. Trump passed a law to put prayer and Bibles back in school when they were kicked out, when they were taken away from schools. And ever since Bible and prayer been kicked out of school, been kicked and removed, the murder rate has increased, juvenile delinquency has increased, teenage pregnancy has increased, juveniles incarceration has increased, sexually transmitted diseases have increased, what's that called? Domestic violence have increased. All these crimes What is that proving? What's proven is that when you remove God, then Satan comes in. Satan comes in. And these numbers are over 200% increased high as a result of removing God out of schools. See, the enemy like to strike when they're young. Because if you strike when they're young and you remove God out of there, then what happens is when they get older, you can't turn them. The Democratic Party didn't do that. It was the Democratic Party that removed Bibles and stuff out of the schools. Removed God out of the school. Only to bring in homosexuality. Barack Obama, first president to legalize homosexuality in the whole country. Come on now. Sad. Shouts out to Trump also for moving the USA embassy to Israel. A lot of people don't even know what that means. They have no idea what that means. What that just did was let the world know that we will stand with Israel no matter what. You go to war with them, you have to go to war with us. We will be their backs. We will defend them. They are God's chosen people. They are the nation that God told the people in the world to protect, to help, to defend, to aid them. And any nation who don't, God is going to judge them. God is going to judge them. Whoever don't aid Israel. And the Barack Obama administration was trying to hurt that. The Democratic Party. Right. Shouts out to him for that also. Shouts out to Donald Trump also for making those American companies and corporate enterprises bring the jobs back over to the United States that they took out of the United States and took over to China and other countries for get less labor to take away jobs from the American people. He forced them to come back and put a heavy tax on them. That's also one of the reasons why unemployment was down and the number was higher than they ever been. He forced those companies to come back that Joe Biden them trying to keep in those other countries to take jobs away from the American people. Ignorance. Black people's stupidity, horrible. Let's go a little deeper. He also removed funding from foreign relations, giving these foreign countries $300, $400 million a year for nothing that they not even giving to feed the people and take care of the people in their own countries. So he cut off funding for them also. Cut off funding for Planned Parenthood. He cut off the funding for Planned Parenthood that's was given 300-something million a year to help murder and avoid Black and Hispanic children, minority children, where 1.4 million babies died in America alone from abortion, and the numbers is 80% Blacks and Hispanics. So you calling a man a racist when he's putting in law to pass bills to save the life and safety of children that's Black and minorities, when the Democratic Party is assisting the murdering of Black and minorities. 1.4 million a year. So how you gonna call a man racist who putting bills in play to stop it, but the ones who not racist and putting bills in play to allow it? The ignorance and foolishness of people and Black people, stupid, foolish in these thinkings. But they don't investigate nothing. They go by what people say. I don't care. The man can say he hate niggas all day long. But if you passing bills to ensure the safety and lives of Black people, saying something is one thing, doing it is another. Again, he can say he don't like Black people all he want. But if you passing laws and bills that protect us, and ensuring the future for us, you the one we want in office. You the one we want in office. He cut off Planned Parenthood funding that were using the money to kill, murder, and avoid Black and Hispanic children. 80%, 1.4 million. 1.4 million a year. Get those numbers in y'all head. So y'all calling him a racist. You saying his politics ain't good, but look at his morality code. I can't tell. He's defending God by moving the USA embassy to the nation of Israel to protect terrorism and people, to give them support and help. They are our only reliable allies that we can really trust. And that's God's country. He also on record is saying that the Bible is the greatest book ever written, and I believe mine is the second. That's what he said. He passing all these Christian laws to give us the right to preach the gospel without being incarcerated and oppressed. Putting Bibles back in the school while our children could be educated on who the Lord God is while they're young, to help destine their future, to have morality and respect for life. The reason why so much killing going on with our youth, because there's no morality and respect for life. When they're not hearing the 10 Commandments saying, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not lie. When you're working on a conscience and heart to have God awareness and consciousness to do right unto others as you would want done unto yourself. Some people on the internet I don't even agree with. Like Pharaoh, young Pharaoh. I don't agree with none of that dude be saying for the most part. But even he knows Donald Trump is a better president than the Democratic Party. All they know about, go to the internet, y'all, and type up the evilness of the Democratic Party towards Black people. Type it up. Type up, is the Democratic Party really for Blacks? And you're going to be amazed. It's the reason why we're in a slump we're in right now. Also, along with our rebellion and disrespect to God, that's the number one reason. But it's things like that and parties like that that just makes it worse for us. Look that up. Even Farrakhan, I don't agree with him neither on a lot of his things. Even he know the Democratic Party. And I'm talking about Black people who so-called known for standing up for Black people and wanting best for Black people. They know the Democratic Party is horrible. Come on, man. You talking about what you hope Joe Biden gonna do when Donald Trump is actually doing it. And anytime you got our enemies telling us, move, don't let Donald Trump be president, Iran and China and them talking about they don't want Donald Trump as president and they against us. That go to show you why. Why? You got somebody in here who making a difference. He done more for this country in 4 years than Barack did in 8. Come on now. And then DNA and Clip talking about their thing. Oh, Barack Obama, you know, he gave up the health care. Health care? Did you know in that health care bill, it actually is trying to institute the microchipping of every American, the mark of the beast, Revelation chapter 13, that whoever received it is damned and going to hell? Did you know that his health plan got that in there to incorporate and push an inhale for the longest? Oh, man, oh, boy. Black people, horrible. Yeah, I'm a Trump supporter. I take the Republican Party over the Democratic Party any day. There's a reason why the Democratic Party is called the jackass. And the Republican Party is the elephant. The great elephant. Power. Standing on things. Owning things. republics, standing up, fighting. This nation always been a republic. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God. One nation under God. The republic. Come on, man. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. So when I hear black people and these so-called believers in God supporting the Democratic Party that's for homosexuality, murder, racism, poverty, division amongst minorities, hate, God-hating branches, man, please get out of here. If you're a Christian and you voting Democrat, shame on you. Talking about you want Donald Trump out of office and he passing he passing Christian laws that you can have the freedom to preach the gospel, speak the gospel, prayer back in school for your children, protecting the nation of Israel, God's chosen land and people. How dare you? Shame on you. If you're a person of morality, who not for homosexuality, who not for abortion, how dare you go against Donald Trump? Unless y'all condone that trash. You condone that? You condone homosexuality and abortion and murdering of the children? Man, get out of here. Get out of here. Donald Trump had this economy moving before the COVID hit. And now they're trying to go against the man lying. Get up out of here. Joe Biden been in office 47 years. What have he done? Don't give me this. Oh, I'm finna do it now. Man, you about to die. You on your way out. You 90 years old. Why you didn't been doing it? That's why Donald Trump won the presidency. Because people were tired of their politics. All these politicians lying. Then you got somebody in there who wasn't about politics, and everything he say, he do. Hey, I'm going to do that. I'm going to knock that out. I'm going to get that. I'm going to pass that. I'm going to do that. And he been doing it, standing on it, making them work. That's why they hate him so much. They can't control him. They can't control him. And all them dudes who got them campaigns, putting all their money into them because they ain't got the money, you owe them favors when you take seat. So Joe Biden got all these hands in his pocket that now when he become president, so all the homosexual parties that put money into him pass our laws. All the abortionist people that put money in their campaign pass our laws. Pass their abortion laws. Pass their homosexual laws. Pass their anti-Christian laws. Pass their laws to go against the blacks. It was the Clinton administration that made the prison system for blacks even go up worse. Another Democratic Party. Man, get up out of here, man. Y'all people horrible. It's Battle Truth, man. It ain't my judgment. That's some question. It's yours. Subscribe to Battle Truth.